A very good evening. Welcome to the daily live. I am in the 12th day of 75 hard challenge. I welcome you to this live, and if you're watching this as a replay, thank you so much for clicking on this video and choosing to watch this. I am honored that you are here and giving your time for this. So, if you don't know the context, if you're seeing this for the first time, I've been coming live for the last 12 days. Only one day I couldn't do it, but for the last 11 days I have come live, and today is the 12th day. I started this as an additional task to share my progress updates, learnings as I'm doing my 75 hard challenge. 75 hard challenge is a mental toughness challenge where the person who is participating in the challenge has to perform 5 tasks daily. Task number 1 is to set up a diet and follow the diet without making any deviation. Task number 2 is to drink 1 gallon of water, which is 3.8 liters daily without a break for the 75 days. Task number 3 is to do 2 workouts in a day. Each workout should be 45 minutes, and each workout should be separated from each other. It cannot be back to back, and one of the workouts must be done outdoors. Task number 4 is to read 10 pages of a non-fiction book on a daily basis. Okay, and task number 5 is to take progress pictures daily. Okay, so this is 75 hard challenge, and you cannot alter anything in this. You have to do it for 75 days. Okay, that is about the challenge, and I have been successfully doing it for the last 11 days, and today is my 12th day, and 12th day is almost done. I just have to finish my last meal. Okay, and as an additional task, I'm coming live to share all the lessons I'm learning through my reading of the books. Okay, so I've been reading books from last 8 years. I love reading books, and I usually read books, but not on a daily basis. Some days I miss, and this challenge has forced me to read books daily. And what I have done special here is I am reading all the books when I started reading 8 years back. Like, that is when I had a major life transformation, physical, mental, emotional, in all aspects of my life. So I thought, why not recreate that? Because the reason I'm doing this challenge, the 75 hard challenge, is because I was starting to feel that uh, I was making a lot of excuses. I'm not operating at my best, and as a coach, I needed to earn the right to be a coach to other people. Since I'm running a community for men, and the focus of the community is to help men to break out of average, become physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stronger, and excel in all areas of life. Okay, it's a personal excellence community for men. So I needed to prove to myself that I'm worthy of coaching other men. That is why I took up this challenge, so that I have confidence in myself, and self belief and self pride, so that I can lead uh, other men with confidence. Okay, so that is why I started, and I thought, why not start reading the books which resulted in my initial transformation. And after, in that phase, I was very I could say that was one of the best times I was having uh, on all levels, and I wanted to recreate that. That is why I'm reading those books. And uh, I'm reading now one of those books I'm reading now is uh, this book, How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big. Okay, every time I mess up the title here. How to Fail Almost Everything and Still Win Big. This is the book title. For people who are Instagram, yes, this is the book. Okay, you can see it here. Okay, I'll go back to the normal view. Okay, so I've been sharing the lessons I'm reading from these books, I already finished one more book called Gorilla Mindset, and now currently I'm reading this book. So today, the lesson I learned from the book, or the pages which I covered, um, the author of this book, Scott Adams, he covers the topic of energy metric. How to choose what to do. Like human beings have lot of aspirations and goals. You want to be happy, you want to make more money, you want to have a successful career, you want to have a good love life and family life, you want to have friends and lot of things, right? But we are limited by time. We have only so much time, and what it means to pursue one particular goal in one particular area is less time for other things. Okay, so Scott is a very successful person, and he is sharing all the lessons of his own experience, and um, he's sharing all his tools, what he use, and the mindsets he use. Okay, so one of the ways he manages this is by managing his energy. Energy simply means that whatever you're doing should should elevate your energy. It should feel good when you do it. Like for example, when I'm exercising, taking care of my body, and eating well, sleeping well, that will boost my physical energy and mental energy, right? So you have to take care of your energy, so you have to take care of you first. Okay, that is what he means. And whatever things you are doing, there are a lot of things which you really need not do for yourself. Like there are things which you can delegate, there are things which you can hire other people to do it for you. You can pay someone to do it for you. Very simple example is washing utensils and clothes can be very energy draining. If you don't enjoy it much, you can always have a house help. We are very privileged in that way. Being in India, you can get a house help. Okay, today I was talking to my manager in the gym about ironing the clothes. I used to iron my clothes earlier when I was in school and college, but once I started earning, I always gave it to a laundry because it is very time consuming and not so energizing to me. So another activity I love is or activity which energizes me is teaching other people, coaching and teaching people. That is what energizes me. So you have to choose things which you love and which energizes you. Also choose a kind of work and work area which energizes you. Okay, that is the idea behind energy metric. Okay, and he goes on to explain several things. I have noted it down here. So there are so many things, so I just wanted to note it down because I did not want to forget. Okay, so one more thing he says is you have to match your mental state to the activity you are doing. Again, I'll take an example of going to gym and exercising. See, I love exercising, and I'm ready for an exercise anytime. This was the case 8 years back. Okay, sorry. Uh, Earlier, I would love to do exercise anytime. Like I would go in the morning, I felt good. I'd go in the evening, felt good. But at this point of time, the most I enjoy my workout is in the morning. Evenings, technically you will be more energetic, your performance will be better because you already had you are fully awake, and you have had couple of meals already. But somehow in the evenings I don't feel the same kind of energy. It's hotter, I sweat more, and I also work in the gym. So after a workout, I have to come back home and take a bath and go, which is not practical. Every now and then I do it in the evening, but not very regularly. Okay, so that is one thing. If you are working on a very important project which needs a lot of creative thinking, and if you are the most clear in the morning, so if you have to choose morning, or you have to schedule that work in the morning, right? But if you are doing some um, heavy thinking work after lunch, which is where most people start losing energy, start feeling drowsy and sleepy at that time. That may not be the best time to do a creative work or work which involves your mental focus. That is where you do lot of these mechanical work which are mundane. Okay. The next idea he shares about is simplifiers versus optimizers. Okay, so Scott is a systems person. Like, he likes to have system for everything. Okay, and we human beings also, see, we are wired to conserve as much energy as possible, at least when it comes to using our brain. That is why systems work, people fail. This is what one of my mentors says. So system is something which is like a habit. Like, uh, as soon as I wake up, I go to the wash basin and I take my brush out and start brushing. Okay, that is a system. Like, I don't have to think much about it. Okay, but if you see small children, they always make a fuss about brushing their teeth. They always make a fuss about going to bath and all, because they don't enjoy it that much. They are clumsy, and the habit has not been ingrained yet. Okay, so it is always better to have a system. Okay, and it is always better to have a system which is simple. Let's say if Scott takes his example, but I also connect very much to this. Let's say he has a plan to go out in the evening with his wife. What he does is he reserves a table at the restaurant, and he picks the time when the traffic is the least, and also the rush in the restaurant will be less. And he chooses a movie theater near to the restaurant, and he chooses to go with friends who are on the way, or he chooses a route which is the shortest and least busy, and their friend's house is on the way. So everything is very simple and perfect, right? But he says his wife is an optimizer. She wants to optimize. Anyways, we are going out, why not make the best use of it? She may go to get she may have some work in between. She may add some work in between, because anyways, um, we are going out, why not make use of this opportunity to get that thing also done? Maybe she wants to return something to a supermarket, right? She may take that. Or maybe her car has less fuel. She suggests that let's take my car, and let's refuel it on the way. So these will add lot of complexity, and also chances of failures, or chances of mess ups. Okay, you may get delayed, or you may have to take a different route which may be heavy on traffic. Yeah, so things like that can work out. Um, and people who are optimizers are always thinking about getting more things done in the shortest amount of time. But people who are simplifiers want to have a very, very simple system. I tend to lie on the simple side, because optimizing is where you have to spend a lot of brain energy. It can be very exhausting for a lot of people. There are people who are optimizers who may feel perfectly fine doing that. Okay, so you have to you know carry out your activities based on what kind of person you are. If you are an optimizer, it works for you, you can follow it. But if you are a simplifier, then it's always best to have simple systems. Okay, that is about simplifiers versus optimizers. So next thing he talks about, when you are doing some kind of activity, it is always best to do it in a certain environment. Let's say uh, when I'm doing serious work, it's better I sit on a chair and a desk like this. That way I'll be more alert and more focused. If I'm reading a book, or if I'm watching a video, it's I go to my bed and lie down. I'll sit on my couch and watch the video or read the book. That is how I that is a relaxing position. Okay, so what Scott suggests is, it is always best to maintain a specific sitting position for specific kind of work. If it is a very serious work which requires focus, always sitting straight, for sitting straight, and sitting stiffer on a mm, um, preferably on a working desk. which is also tidy and it's not very clumsy and cluttered. That may give you the best results, where you will feel more energetic to do it. Okay, so that brings to the next point about tidiness. Some people are perfectly fine when it is completely cluttered and all. They can do their work perfectly, but there are people who need their desk to be clean, and there is no distraction, there is nothing which is drawing their attention, or I'm that kind of a person. I need a clean desk so that I can focus, because I have a short attention span. I struggle with attention a little bit. So that is how I would like to go. I would like to keep my work desk very tidy, to manage my energy. Okay. And the next thing is about having knowledge, or having no knowledge about something. A lot of times people feel very drained, or people hesitate doing something because they don't know anything about it. They may not know anything about the kind of work they have to do, but nowadays it is very simple. We have Google, and most of the times if you just Google how to do a certain thing, you may easily find out how to do it. There are a lot of you know lot of resources available. Maybe it's an YouTube video or a blog, or anything related to whatever you're searching for. Or very simple, you can ask someone, a friend of yours, who already knows stuff about what you're trying to do, uh, or someone, your colleague, or a family member, or a relative, who has already done that and who already has some practical knowledge about what you're trying to do. It is very easy. That will solve a lot of that will save a lot of energy, right? Instead of procrastinating and thinking about it and worrying about it, or let's say putting effort um, in searching about it, it's always best to ask someone who has already done it, right? So that's about having knowledge, or not having knowledge. And the next thing he talks about is, of course, there may be your preferences, there may be some things which will energize you, but sometimes when you're around other people, you need not be act very selfish, and don't need to be an asshole. Okay. And there are situations where what is it like what is it like when you're acting like an asshole, and everybody does it every once in a while. What it means is, you may be putting other people under discomfort, to stick to your routine, or stick to your choices and preferences. Sometimes it is okay to let go. Okay. And lastly, Scott talks about prioritizing your life, or the areas of your life. Okay. If you imagine a target which is used to which is used in shooting arrow or pistol shooting. You have these circles, right? Just like a bullseye. So what Scott says is, you have to place yourself in the middle. That is the first thing you have to take care about. That is about yourself. Okay. You have to take care about your health, your fitness, your nutrition, your sleep, your well-being first. Only then you can take care of other things. That is the first priority. The second ring should be your your business, or the way you make money. Because um, if you are fit and healthy, if you have enough money, and from through which you can buy comfort and all the conveniences in your life, then most of your problems are sorted. And then comes family. Okay, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't give time to your family over work, but it sometimes makes sense that you have to have your priorities right. If you Your focus should be to take care of yourself first, and then have a secure future for you and your family. That is why he has put money second. Okay. And then your family, and then comes your immediate community and family, the relatives and friends, and then comes your state, and then comes your country, and then the world.